everyone. Hi guys. Hi everyone. It's JG here, back for another teaching on Earth 5D University. How is everyone today? I hope the answer is wonderful. I'm certainly thinking about you guys always, always, always. So thank you for being part of Earth 5D. Thank you for being part of this teaching channel. And I'm excited to get into it today to talking about twin flames and the shadow side of divine union, the shadowy side of being triggered with these relationships, right? Why are we so triggered? Why, right? It's crazy. And not only do I talk about it with clients one-on-one in the coaching, but I understand it in my own life. I understand it throughout time in my own life, in the history of being, who I am on this planet, right, guys? So let's get right into it. When you feel triggered by the person that you love, when you feel like it's that feeling of being so agitated, so reactive, you're so affected by something that they do, whether it's a social media post, whether it's something that they say, whether it's something like even as dramatic as blocking you, or something really adversarial. It seems very adverse, right? And the immediate reaction is like, what the WTF, right? What happened? What did I do? Or if you're in union with your twin flame, they say something, you start a conversation, and it doesn't feel good. It starts feeling like it's going south, meaning your energy is taken to a place of shadow, negativity, sort of like reactionary, sort of like your ego wants to jump out and kick somebody's ass. You're like, I'm ready to fight. And so that means you usually want to hurt the person back, or you feel sad. Some people get spin off into like a depression or something. So it's, rather than try this, guys, rather than being reactionary, try to become self-reflective. Try to first notice, oh my God, I'm having this reaction. And try to become self-reflective, because it is exactly in that point of triggering that the healing occurs to make this work, to make that divine union work. And so we are completely affected by the other person, and it's in that affected place where we're affected, like we're triggered, like holy, blah, 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 blah. I'm so angry, I'm so upset, I'm so scared. And you're like, right? It's in that place that healing occurs, if you're able to just observe yourself. So basically the twin is here to help you see your shadow side so that you can integrate it and move beyond it on Earth. Why? To connect closer to 5D consciousness, to connect closer to higher vibrations, to connect closer to source energy, divine love. And so the shadowy parts, our ego-y shadowy parts, everyone's got them. I don't care how evolved you are on this planet. I always get a kick out of when you hear about a guru, like somebody maybe from India who's a guru or a yogi guru. It's like sometimes there's these men that they get a high ranking and they get a global platform, and then you hear them like lose their mind. They go off in some ashram and they're dating, like it's become some kind of like weird sex thing. So, it's like when you're like alone on the mountaintop, and it's easy, right, to just be with yourself. It's easy to not have any outside influences. I'm not saying it's easy, okay, but you're not affected. And that's why I'm even talking about this. So it's easy if you're just sitting in your room with no social media, no TV, no nothing, to not be as affected. But the minute something comes into your reality, right, then you can lose your SHIT. So the more you're out in the world, the more integrated you are in the world, the better, right? Because you want to work on all the aspects of yourself where you feel like you're going to lose it, right? You're here to be in this world, but not of it. You're here to be in it. So we can't just go off and hide somewhere. It's really important that we integrate in the physical. So, okay. So when we say divine union, you have a special person that your DNA is matched with. it's written in your DNA, in your cellular structure. And that's why when you meet the person, you know them. I talk a lot about this in previous videos, so I can link some of those down below. But basically, you unite with this person who has the match that you need to heal, learn, and grow. And it's within that unique dance, it's in that unique triggering situation that you can excel and overcome some shadow aspects of yourself. And oftentimes we think, okay, this person's triggering me, they must be a horrible match for me, I'm going to move along to someone else. But the problem with that is that the lesson that you're learning with that person will follow you. It will follow you. It might not happen in the next relationship, but it might take 3 or 4 more down the line, depending on how old you are, how much you date. But you will absolutely encounter that place. So usually it's trust. It's usually about trust. It's usually about self-knowledge and understanding and respecting yourself. It's usually about, like, why am I so affected by this person? Why do I have to be so right? Why do I have to teach them a lesson? This is where we're at, where we have to kind of work through this. And usually, from my experience, being a spiritual teacher and healer, is that we're moving towards compassion, right? We're moving towards, okay, this person isn't perfect, and they might have done X, Y, and Z, and we're both triggering each other, but you're always working towards that love and compassion. That's why we're here, to understand love and compassion, even when others are not loving and compassionate to us. And you think, well, your ego might say, well, you're weak if you don't fight back somebody. You're weak if you don't put somebody in their place. That is not true. It takes a much stronger person to not be affected by someone who is saying something or doing something that is really, really off. Either that it's totally not true, or that it's really, really off, right? Not aligned with you or with love at the moment. And so that's what Jesus says, by turning the other cheek. So in a nutshell, guys, when you are with somebody who triggers you, do your very best to work through that energy, to look at it, and to become self-reflective. Like, why am I so triggered? What is this? Why is this here? Why is this here? Right? What do I need to learn from this so that I can stop repeating this pattern? Because if you can work it through with your divine partner, you'll just work through it. Because once you're not triggered, it just integrates, it passes right through you. You're like, oh yeah, I don't need to fight that one. I've already done that. I've already worked through it. I've already managed to work through it in my being. And now I'm unaffected. This is what Carl Jung calls about complexes, right? Complexes. Okay, guys, it's short and sweet. Consider this, though. Consider that. And if you need help in your own life, let me know. I do personal sessions, one-on-one coaching to get over these complexes, work through the energy. Spiritual coaching, so it's not like life coaching, right? It's spiritual coaching, so we're getting deep into the DNA complexes that you brought, and we like pull them apart, untangle them, and clear them. Okay, so much love and light, guys, always. Bye. See you next time.